Čaute všetci. Vítajte pri ďalšom sledovaní našich dobrodružstiev v Paríži v rámci starej adventúry Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars. Počujem, že ale nefunguje asi moje desktopové audio. Sekundečka. Yes, much better. Niečo to nepríliš hlasné dokonca. Ja to mám strašne hlasné. Okay. Kde sa spolu potýkame po tajomstve templárov a som veľmi zvedavý, kam sa dostaneme dneska. Minule sme odhalili a podarilo sa nám trochu čitovaním zobrať alebo ukradnúť zlodejovi a vrahovi pánovi Kánovi jeho dokument, ktorý ukradol zase on Plantárdovi obeti bombového útoku v kaviarni, takže dneska si to s ním rozdáme. Či nie? Okidoki. Čo to vlastne nás všetko u seba? Ešte sme nezapovali ľudí, správne. A nechali sme ten dokument u našej kamarátky a my sme sa chceli pobrať niekam ďalej, čiže tu sme boli. Café de la Chambre. Okay. Muzeum, za tým muzeárom. Správne, ideme tam. Klik. Pekná prírodnička. Nová hudba. Má každé miesto vlastnú hudbu? Ak by nebolo počuť postavičky, dajte mi vedieť. Jednu, tu sa ide asi preč, typujem, naspäť. Ešte vidno. Asi nič. Tu nie je vonkoncom nič. OK, poďme. OK. A dozorčím. To je to v strede.
In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Lochmarn at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory.
Ireland? What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited.
George. So easy. So easily excited. Okay, čo máme v nápiskoch? Crude Museum. O koho máme rozprávať? Medieval Order, bla bla bla, Tripod Manuscript, Crude Museum, Paris, bla, plak. Nepovedal nám, že máme ísť za niekým, s niekým pánom? OK. On nás bude dozerať, to musíme nejak šikovne spraviť. Čo je tu?
A metal rod attached to the wall was connected to the window.
Toto tu. Každého historika všakže, no. Hlavne, že sme si jeho meno do našu zápisku nezapísali. On si len zapisuje, že bola úplne z neho vedľa. To je... Wow. Important. Really important.
Attention! Please do not open the window, monsieur.
Don't you think it's kind of stuffy in here?
Better stuffy than dead.
What's the problem? Fumes from car exhausts?
Not just that, monsieur. There's a new burger bar opened up across the street. The Laughing Buffalo.
So what's the problem?
They cook their burgers on a charcoal grill, and the fat falls on the open flames. The amount of organic compound and smoke particles released is astounding. Since they opened, local air pollution has doubled, and it stinks like a funeral pyre.
Wow.
That is why I keep the windows closed.
Veľmi dobrý. Veľmi správne to robí, pretože samozrejme, ak by tu dopadlo všade olej a nejaké masné partikle, ako častice, tak samozrejme by sa tieto krásne exponáty zadžabali, to predsa nikto nechce.
The The totem pole looked distinctly out of place in the setting of the museum.
Watch out! You'll have that done on top of us!
The totem pole looked distinctly out...
Keď toto skúsime, čo s tým spraviť?
As I reached toward the display case, a shrill piping filled the air. I froze, then tried to get myself together and act nonchalantly.
No, monsieur. No.
No.
Okay, okay.
Čo tu ešte máme? Môžeme sa s ním porozprávať.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Are you Lobino?
Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him. No. I am the deputy custodian.
Labino.
Lobino does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it that. He studies here most days, but as you can see for yourself, not today.
Oh, môžeme sa opýtať pár veci. Templári, zvitok, tripod.
Can you give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod, that belonged to John D.
Who is John D?
What's the importance of John Dee's tripod?
D was the most famous escapologist of the 16th century. The Houdini of his time.
Don't you mean alchemist? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
Well, whatever he was, that is the tripod he used in his experiments.
Neviem nič.
What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with his tripod?
Oh, the usual. Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we skipped over thaumatology. Can I take a closer look at the tripod?
What? Get it out of the case? Ah, no! That tripod is protected by a sophisticated surveillance system.
How sophisticated?
A painfully loud alarm bell.
Už sme to počuli.
How is the alarm bell triggered?
By the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
It strikes me that to call your alarm system sophisticated is, well, stretching the truth a little.
It has never failed yet. The sophistication is in its simplicity.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
The sign on the
Okay,
tripod says it was found at a Templar preceptory.
It does.
Preceptory.
Yeah. It doesn't mention John Dee at all.
Most remiss.
You don't know anything about the tripod, do you?
No, I don't. I never had much of a start in life, you
Oh,
see.
no.
I owe what little education I gained to my uncle. He was an optician, but he also doubled as the village school teacher. He taught me the alphabet. Wait,
Oh, no.
19 letters of it. The bottom row of the chart was too small even for him to read, so he left them out.
Why don't you start over and enroll for adult education?
Huh?
You know, I never thought of that.
Let's
Do
see.
you think if I studied art and did all my homework, I could be a professor of history?
At your age? Dream on.
Oh, come on. Každý môže. Všetko dosiahnuť, čo chce. Povedať, že sme vyrobili ďalšieho profesora histórie.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
course he
Not me,
doesn't.
monsieur. I am no scholar, though people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to park the...
No, no.
No. They assume I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar, not like Monsieur Lobino.
Že Labino tu nie je. A my by sme nejak...
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamut?
Oh no, I don't frequent places like that.
Kind of places like that. What is this? The Gruber vizitka.
Do you recognize this ID pass? No.
Ideme na šo.
What do you make of this tissue?
It is absolutely disgusting, monsieur.
That's terrible. Okay. Ten pán.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yeah.
No, monsieur. Is there any reason why I should?
No.
I guess not.
Okay.
What does this tool mean to you?
That belongs in a museum.
Pardon?
It is a priceless historical artifact, if I am not mistaken.
No, it's a plain old tool for lifting drain covers. Do you recognize this red nose?
I don't think so.
OK. Čiže nič.
Thanks for your help.
Help. Sme to mali, ako, teraz je otázka. Poďme tu niečo spraviť? Asi aj nie. Keby sme dali jednu pohľadu. Čo bolo ešte? Ešte tu musí nejaká táto.
Leave it alone. That closet is over 3,000 years old.
Closet? It's a sarcophagus. It was an ancient Egyptian sarcophagus with a beautifully painted effigy of its owner on the lid.
Don't even think of climbing in there, monsieur. You'll be suffocated.
I always wondered how it felt to be a mummy.
Čiže keby sme použili ten grease, alebo čo to bolo, paint? Nope. Myslím, že ho trochu potrieme, aby to OK. Trošku som stratený. Toto keby spadlo, jak to urobí? On nás vykričí, že nie, pozor.
Watch out!
Nesmieme otvoriť okno, nesmieme robiť toto, nesmieme. Je toto vôbec nejaká akože nejaký puzzle? Chceme to niečo spraviť, alebo ideme ďalej? Na čo tu majú otvorenie okien? Možno by sme ho mohli otvoriť zvonku? Neviem. Pozerať nechytať, no. Máš úplnú pravdu. Pozerať nechytať. Ale ja si myslím, že... No. Nemáme nič, čo by natémaný? No. Čo to bolo? Na chvíľu sa ukázala taká, ako keby... Čo to mi zdalo? Hore dole.
Pardon me?
No. To mi nechcem. Čo keby sme ho udreli tou...
Thanks for your help.
Po hlave. Nie to je hovoriť o tom. My sa Niko a spýta, že čo teraz. Tam sme kde tu voka? Nie. OK. Tu. Od tej police. Rúžali. Môžeme aj povedať, že sme ho tam nenašli.
Hi. I've been to the Crew Museum.
Yeah.
Did you speak to Labino?
No, he wasn't there.
True. He wasn't there.
I found the tripod.
Where?
In the museum. It belonged to the Templars. It was dug up in Ireland at a place called Loch Marn.
I have heard of Loch Marn. I read an article about the castle. Take a look for yourself.
A popular gossip magazine. You read that rubbish?
No, I write it.
Professor Nigel Pegram, excavating the medieval castle at Loch Marn. That's strange.
What?
He resigned his chair at Durham University in order to devote his time to the excavation. Not only that, but he canceled the filming of a 4th series of his popular television program. This site at Loch Marn must be awful important to him.
He's a professor of history. They're all cuckoo.
All the same, I'd like to talk to this Professor Pegram. How do you feel about a trip to Ireland?
Disappointed.
So easy.
Huh?
That
What?
I won't be going. I want to follow up the Bellotta case. If you really think Picram's dam is important, why don't you visit Loch Marn?
On my own? I'm not so sure about that. Where is Ireland exactly?
Where is Ireland exactly? Americans.
Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clan's victims visited Paris earlier this year.
When?
The second week of July. They were both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
Coincidence. And then they met. Tak to jest, no určite, že nie. What a coincidence.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Yeah, let's take another. Čo zase máme? Ten loom? A kde bol ten? To bol ten tripod.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
To bol ten gem, ktorý on hľadal.
A knight with a crystal ball. The knight scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces. There's a guy working on a loom.
Okay.
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse.
Okay. So, let's go to Ireland.
I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
To go. Okay, I'll see you later. Prečo to kafe ešte stále otvorené? Nechápem. To bolo... The police. Čo tam? Nič nové, podľa mňa. Čo by to malo byť nové?
Excuse me, Sergeant.
What do you want now?
Yeah, what do you want now? Oh yeah. Tam si dvaja, ktorí sú...
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes.
Yes, monsieur? Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
Ooh, yeah. Sme súčasťou...
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Chcete hovoriť?
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur. It's Stobart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Again. No, poď.
Hi, Inspector. Remember me?
Kto toto? Prečo? Aby som bol, aby tu bolo pritom možno aj napísané, čo to znamená, že keď nie je to len značka, to by bolo určite celkom fajn.
Do you know a pair of thugs called Flap and Guido?
I have known those two since they graduated from special school. Flap is a nasty piece of work, but Guido is the real brains of the partnership. Where did you hear of them?
I met them out front of the Hotel Ubu.
Čo je tento chlap?
Have you heard of Professor Pegram, the archaeologist?
Molly Pegram, the second son of Lord Barclay Pegram.
I don't know. I only read about him in a magazine.
So much for the efficacy of rehabilitation. What has he done this time?
What?
He made an important archaeological find in Ireland. Do you know Pegram well?
I have connections with the family, but
What?
I wouldn't say I knew him at all.
Is his name really Molly?
Of course not. That was the nickname he was given at school. All his friends and acquaintances know him as Molly.
Okay.
Have you heard of the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. But of course, monsieur, their fame is widespread throughout France. We haven't forgotten them, unlike the rest of Europe.
It was the King of France who persecuted them, though.
Indeed.
That sure is cool. Underneath his cultured facade, the man was real twitchy. You're obviously a great admirer of the Knights Templar.
They were men of great honor, monsieur. The flower of chivalry.
Not everyone would share your views, Inspector.
Not everyone shares my passion for Bartok.
But if the Templars were as honorable as...
That's enough. I do not wish to hear your uninformed opinions, Stobbard.
Why do you get so wound up about the Knights Templar? They've been dead for centuries. I shouldn't have pushed my luck. Maybe his ancestors were Templars.
That's what I think.
Whatever. I saw the anger flare in his eyes like a distant summer thunderstorm.
The Templars were the first true internationalists. 800 years on, and still the world is fragmented by nationalistic flag-waving fools. You will excuse me.
Nezáleží na tom, čo říkám. No, mne to tak pripadá trochu v tej hre. Hej.
So long, Inspector.
Okay. Well.
See you later, Sergeant.
Ide na šandu. Poďme naspäť, tu je ku kaviarni. Zmenilo naše kaviarne. Ideme na... nič. Tu sme boli predtým, tam sa išlo do tých podzemných týchto a vošli sme... To je zamknuté ešte stále? Myslím, že to nebude dať niečo nájsť znova.
Hi there, remember me?
Ah, mais oui, Inspector. Have you found him?
Who?
The man in the sewer, of course.
Come on.
I'm, sifting through the evidence.
Rather you than me, monsieur. So, when you are not exploring sewers, what do you do?
I take a lot of showers.
Oh, very good, monsieur. A policeman with a sense of humor.
Okay. Oh, that's it. Oh, možno bude vedieť o tom.
Hi there, remember me?
Ah, mais oui.
Who?
The man.
I'm,
So,
I take a lot.
Oh, no, nothing here. Dole asi nič už nebude, nie? Tam bol len ten prechod. C'est poste poli Bulgári. Skúsme pospraviť Niko.
Hi, I've been to the Crew Museum.
Did you speak to Labino?
No, he wasn't there.
To sme už mali toto. Asi budeme musieť niečo, neviem.
Let's take another look.
No, I don't want to take another look at the manuscript. Please, no.
There's a woman, but the reflection...
Okay. Go away. Oh.
Look at the...
Človek musí kliknúť na všetky 4.
There's between them.
Aby ho
And the
pustil
night through my...
Oh no. That's terrible.
Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well,
No.
it may be nothing, but
When?
the second...
Did they meet?
I don't...
I have to go.
Yes.
Okay,
I
I'll
have
see you
to go.
later.
Čo naša pani kretinárka?
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. How's your
Len
girlfriend?
filler.
She's not my girlfriend.
Maybe not yet, but I see your paths entwined in the future.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
No to nič musíme do muzea. Muzea. How do we do this? Vidíte? Tam bolo niečo, že otočiť. A, budeme spojiť veci. Oh. Zapálime.
Maybe not.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Dáme si na seba. Čakaj, sme. No ešte raz.
No, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Látky s tyčou a s tým možno niečo rozbiješ. To je vreckovka.
Maybe not.
Nemáme látku.
Maybe not.
Seriously don't know. A nemôžeme letieť do toho Írska. Nemôžeme mu zavolať tomu divnému profesorovi. Voláme ho. Let's try. What? Nikto. Okay. This is weird. Oh, no. Oh. Predstavte si, tu je taká šípka teraz a že ideme na letisko, ktorú sme si vôbec nevšimli. Super, ne? Že jaj, áno, presne tak. What the fuck. Keby tam mal, ja neviem, no, dobre. Akože všetko červené, musíme mať na pozore červenú farbu, všetko červené na mape je dôležité. Na to sa dá klikať. Mali sme to dobre, okej. Mali sme to dobre.
I passed the castle on the way into Loch Marne. The castle where Peagram's excavation was located.
Okay. Do it. Do it. Food, bar, lounge, and stuff. Írska hudbu.
It was a trap door in the sidewalk. Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
Oh fuck. I'm
George Stobart, and I'm with the good guys.
You're a head case, mister.
Yes,
a few
it is.
sandwiches short of a picnic.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
Koľko má tako? 40?
He's done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny
Oh my
down
god.
his evil throat. And there's the poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I. See what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year.
That's bullshit. Okay.
What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No.
What has the
Only,
keys?
what do you want to know? Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No.
Yeah.
What is it you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh,
Cool.
there's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Loch Man.
It's a French ghost, the Phantom of Loch Man.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worst.
Okay.
It was coming from inside the castle.
Not the inside.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
Yeah.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
Sure.
Do you know
Oh,
a
no.
man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Tell me about it.
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, 'cause he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Oh, I'm not asking about whatever.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
That's a kid. I mean, he's. Crazy. Uciec. O, to jaka cystka. Oh my god, kiedy to bude rovnako divoké ako tie predtým, tak to bude nekonečné. Máme to aj kid, no jasne. Ask the barman. Patrick's. This is a Patrick, I suppose.
Top
Then
of
he
the
go check
morning
that.
to you.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
No. No.
No,
not
thank
yet.
you. I don't plan to stay too long.
Who does? Most folk take one look at Loch Martin and jump back on the bus.
Okay,
Do you
yeah.
know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Oops.
Did Pegram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6 nights plus breakfast.
So? Nah, not yet.
Look, I gotta be going.
This guy, he's waiting for us.
My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
Doesn't like your chlapczyk.
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall and broke his head and died.
Oh
We
no!
didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right. Did you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
Let's
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
O, stary pan tam kaszle. Singing and fighting, yeah, of course. Pomaly tak.
See you later.
O, tu je niečo. Čo to je?
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
Kradneme už...
It was a rectangle of toweling, printed with the words, Nagopoleon stout builds body. Hi, my name's Stobart, George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He does joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellas yourself?
Yeah. That's right, Professor Stobart, Miskatonic University.
You're an archaeologist, and you're asking us about the castle.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien. The gentleman was talking to me. How come you didn't leave with the others?
I didn't know they'd gone.
Oh, yes. Packed their spades and shovels and away they went.
Seems I missed all the excitement.
What excitement?
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology, Pat. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavoured condoms, more likely.
Did anyone from the village work at Pegram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
Yeah.
Do you remember seeing Sean Fitzgerald at the dig?
Let me see now. I think me brain box needs a spot of lubrication.
Oh, I think let's buy him a drink.
Can I buy you a drink?
You most certainly can.
Give me a drink for my friend here.
Who? Doyle? Has he conned you into buying for him? Shame on you, Patrick.
So again, just a point this time, Michael.
1 point of ground coming up.
Oh, that's cool.
Do you remember Sean Fitzgerald now?
I can picture the scene as if it was only last week. Come to think of it, it was only last week. Fitzgerald was there all right. Him and a bunch of students. He was speaking with the boss man.
Boss man.
Bye for now.
Okay, so let's talk to Mr. O'Brien because he is knowledgeable.
Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Wow. That's a lot.
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine site now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
How can I get into the castle?
Well, those walls were built specifically to stop people getting in, Mr. Stobart. But I dare say you'll find a way, if you've the will.
Okay.
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that. I've seen it.
What?
And let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh no, I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Perfect.
Do you know Sean Fitzgerald?
Yes, I do. What do you want with him?
I want to talk to him about working at the dig.
I can't imagine anyone employing Sean Fitzgerald on a dig. He wouldn't know a post hole from his elbow.
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar?
I most certainly have. A remarkable institution. Did you know? They were the originators of our system of credit. Their financial empire stretched from the Atlantic to the Caspian Sea. With bases in so many countries, they had to establish new methods of fiscal transfer.
So,
how do they do it?
The Knights Templar were nothing but a bunch of bankers.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Are you saying these Templar guys invented bank charges?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose they did.
What a dirty trick. Didn't anyone try to stop them?
Oh, yes. They were arrested, and many were burnt at the stake.
That's what.
They bloody well deserved it if they were anything like my bank manager.
And what one should do with all the bank managers. To jest mają być oświetnieni.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now, there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram, the same man who dug up the gem.
So he dug up the gem?
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that, but he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Do you know where Pegram is gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
Are we a reporter? No, of course not.
Oh no.
Thank the Lord for that.
Why is Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest, that's why.
Oh.
More than that, there's the question of an unsettled bill.
Okay,
Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Michael? Patrick? O'Brien?
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticate. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
Wow. Graffiti in the lavatory is in Braille. Možno by sme sa tam vedeli čo to zvedieť.
Bye for now. He wasn't listening.
Of course he wasn't. Uh-oh. Tento pán má nejakú infekciu dýchacích ciest.
Hi there, old timer.
What?
Timer. Uh-oh. Práve na nás trikrát.
Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. It is the hay fever.
Oh, of course.
Pollinosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochbarn Castle is haunted.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
Whoa.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own
Každý tu videl toho ducha.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast, long beak, straggly, flappy wings.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or
With
something?
a beak?
Skunk.
Stubborn, come on.
Lochbarn? That'll be the day. No, That was a ghost, to be sure.
Bloody.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
What?
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night.
Oh.
He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmar.
Oh.
Vyriešili sme to. Vyriešili sme záhadu ducha z Lochmaru a
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it? No, I don't know him.
Oh, okay.
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure. Made out of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
My god. That's a weird one.
I'll see you later.
Okay, tak teraz sa priznaj.
Mr. Fitzgerald.
Bug, pre boha.
Doyle told me you definitely worked at the dig. He's seen you there. You might as well admit it.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Yes,
Hell
I am.
no. What makes you think that?
What? Yes,
Well,
I am.
I was claiming benefit at the same time I was working for Pegram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he? So where did Pegram go?
I don't know.
Package.
I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving. He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
I will
This is
just
your
take
last
it.
chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
The man from Paris. Jack Marquet. Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
Is that the guy? No, who is this?
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet.
Oh, it's
Give the
another guy.
package to me.
No. Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
What?
Hey, I just seen a big red.
Get out of here, McGuire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Get out! Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy maker.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
Oh. What? Where is the car? Where's the...
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding me own business, when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I, and I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass, but the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes. He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
Oh no. Nevypadlo mu to náhodou a neletelo to dole? Mne sa to tak zdalo.
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand. The plastic cover had been smashed and broken away, revealing a switch. It was a trap door in the sidewalk.
Dobre, že máme veci, ktoré... What?
It was impossible to return the switch to its original position.
Zappity zap. Let's zap it.
It was a trap door in the sidewalk.
It was run over. Teraz, neviem, to sme zapli a ostalo nám to v ruke, alebo sme to chceli zapnúť a...
The plastic cover had been smashed and broken away, revealing a switch.
Nie, tu nič nie je, tu by sme to videli na systéme. Nie, tu je telefón. Máš porýchle, čo by sa mohli pojúvať tiež taký
Excuse me. Yes, sir? Have you served any... No.
Look, I gotta be going.
Hey. Hello there again, mister. Bye for now.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien. Hello there. What now?
I have a suspicion that Fitzgerald might have been...
I thought he acted strange.
I'm talking about the gem. It was something he said.
Wait.
Yeah, sure. Just talking, that's all.
No, teraz neviem, čo povedal.
Goodbye for now.
Nechal tam niečo na tom onom? Na stolíku? Nie. Zapálkou?
It was a trap door.
Trap door? Nič to, ideme ďalej.
Hi, do you speak English?
Well, no. What if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice.
Constipation.
What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. Ah, but if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
Okay.
Have you seen Professor Pegram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
A racing car? And what was it doing here?
Yeah.
The poor fella must have been lost.
The driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah. He knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car?
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
True.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know him all right. That's me nephew, the idiot responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Oh, no. But he has been abducted.
Well, that's a relief now.
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
Well, you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration.
Oh.
I think you ought to know exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle. His own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard? It'll need some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
You don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean. I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb it.
Marvelous! I think I should start me inquiries in the bar.
He strode off in the direction of McDevitt's bar, leaving me to contemplate the stack of hay.
Let's climb it.
The stack of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland.
Oopsies. Mitchell? Not really. Oh, look at that!
I inserted the end of the lifting key in the mortarless crack and gave it a firm shove. It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step. I tugged at the lifting key and found it was held quite securely.
Oh yeah! Oopsies. Co vyzerá? Nechválne s nami Goat? Čo je to nechválne s nami Goat? Nechaj, nič mi nerozprávajte, bude tu srandovať. No, poďme zasejvovať. Zasejvujeme. Vyzerá to byť nebezpečné. The Goat. Goat. Fun fan. Yeah, let's go down. Spit. Oh no, we are dead. Это другую сторону.
The rope by which the goat was tethered had become tangled on the old plowshare.
Ah, that's it. Teraz możemy iść dalej. Jakie... Nič, sme to dali. Sme ho zaviazali na ten, náhodou sa rozbehol kunem a zaviazal sa na ten divný a my sme zišli dole. Easy. To čo je? To dve kliky. Táto je o klikaní na veci. O ničom inom. A je to veľmi ľahká hra na klikanie na veci. Ale možno to vylepšili v tom Georgeom skade. Možno to predtým bolo veľmi zložité. Počkajte, to môžem pozrieť. Bla bla bla. Ja, tak sa to malo spraviť. OK. Cage 12.
There was a pattern of 5 holes arranged on the wall. They'd been drilled there deliberately.
5 holes.
Behind the altar was a carved panel decorated with animals, birds, and plants.
To bol puzzle? Na 0 pokusov.
Behind the altar was a carved panel decorated with animals, birds, and plants.
Necháme, čo ľudia inak čo by tam boli robiť.
The sack contained a fine white powder.
Cocaine. Let's take it.
As I dipped my fingers into the soft white powder, I realized what it was.
What was it?
Plaster of Paris. I'd used it in kindergarten to make casts of animal paw prints.
Aww, paw prints. Yes,
it was a handful of plaster left in the castle by Pilgrim's archaeology team.
To sme mali, ako toto... No dobre, povedzme, že sme mali sačík so sebou.
I reached into the sack, but it was empty.
Oh, to bolo všetko, že tam bolo? Okay. Yeah. Oh. Let's take him.
The statue was too heavy to lift. It overbalanced into the sand.
What did you do?
The statue lay face up in the soft sand.
To môže postaviť zase.
As I swung the stone upright, I noticed it had left a pattern of holes in the sand.
Decka.
The 5 fingers on the back of the statue had left their impressions in the fine sand.
Okay, je jasné, že toto musíme dať do tejto, ale na to použijeme predsa našu. Vymestí z toho.
I sprinkled the plaster on the sand until the holes were filled.
Teraz potrebujeme asi vodu, nie? Jak sa to robí? Veď práve. Potrebujeme aj vodu.
I smoothed the plaster level with the sand. It was my first experience of home improvement.
Uterák, super nápad. Som sa chcel vypíšať na to, ale myslím, že uterák to tiež spraví.
I squeezed the towel as hard as I could, but it was barely damp.
Barely damp. Good. Tak sa vypíšajme, nie? Tak aj tak sme nepíšali. Hovorím, moč. Prezident tak. Úplne niečo normálne. Sme sa vôbec... Čo teraz? Je to dobré?
I smoothed the plaster level with the sand. It was my first experience.
Ok, nie. Potrebujeme vodu. Ok. Zaj do to.
I tried in vain to move the panel.
Bola voda. Ok.
I placed my fingers and thumb into the holes in the wall. Nothing happened.
Ok. Ja som tiež damoč. A tu nebola voda, dokonca je to úplne rozbité. Potrebujeme niekde vodu získať. To sa vlastne nedá... Viete, nebolo tu ešte niečo ďalej? Dole. Tak to sa vyzerá ozaj zlé, to vyzerá jak človek skoro, počúvajte tako. Teraz dostaneme ďalší pump. Keď dáme vodu, ok. Musíme... Poďme si po pivo. Nie po pivo, poďme si pivo. Čo? Go. Go down. Go into the... ideme si kúpiť pivo. Kúpime si pivo.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally,
It should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
I can fix it for you.
I don't think so. This is a job for a professional electrician. Oh well, at least the glass washer is still working. It's not my dear, is it?
Som mohli pomôcť.
Hey, bartender?
A landlord, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Shake my hand, why don't you?
No, why should I do that? What have you got up your sleeve?
Nothing. Come on, just shake my hand.
Not just now, mister. I have to be careful on account of the head.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Look, I gotta be going.
Kde je tu pivnica? Čo tu sa nedá nikde ísť. Aha, tam vonku. Jak sa tam dostaneme?
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
May I have another beer?
Certainly, sir.
Yeah, please.
That's the secret of the master brewer, sir. Each barrel is suspended on skillfully lowered into the cellar, like manna from heaven. I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
It just so happens I'm an electrician. Check out my credentials.
Well, no. Isn't that marvelous?
Už sme všetko.
Here's a house bedeviled with
My sme totálny
wayward nature. Here's you, an electric man, with a little plastic card to prove it. I still want to see what you can do before I let you touch me beer pumps. You can make a start on the glass washer.
Oh, I can see that. Okay, ďakujem pekne. Vidíme.
When you finish that, will you take a look at the pumps?
Let me do it right away. Dobre, potom neskôr. Yeah, všetko potrebujeme vlastne zriešiť. No, poďme pozrieť na všetko. Si by sme mali najprv vybrať zástrčky.
I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with the machine. I figured it must be the wiring. I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug.
Oh no. And that's it?
I couldn't see anything. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Look, I gotta be going. It was an electric glass washer. It looked even older than the barman. It was an electrical plug attached to the glass washer. I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug.
Yeah, and nothing. Okay, oh, electrical! Yes. Yeah, that meant it. No? Okay, come on. Shoot. Oh no. Okay, niečím ti tam. Oh! Tomu sme tu. Oh no! Ja som zobral. No, sa. Počkať, nech. Toto je také, že... On tu má ten oný, co to volá? No to zaberme. On tu musí pustiť z ruky.
As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed his piece of wire.
Wiring. Magical electrician. We can do it.
I replaced the fuse with a piece of wire.
Okay, this.
I knew it was dangerous, but I was desperate enough to disregard everything I knew about standard safety precautions.
Excuse me, Mr.
No.
Leary. I fixed your glass washer, no problem.
Myslím, že tento barochľu
And a
zborí.
blessing to all the saints. A free half pint to that man. On the
Oh
house.
no,
Now,
this is gonna be
did
bad.
you take a look at the beer pumps?
Well, I guess so, but I'm not making any promises.
If you can't fix them, I'll have a riot on me hands.
The pumps are in the cellar, right?
That's right. You'll find a flashlight down there somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go. Ooh. What is that?
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
Čo to je?
It was the lever which locked the trap door.
Oh, okay. Je ono. Je žiar... to je čo? Žiar... Nie, to nie je žiar. Je to žiar. No. Elektrika. Piu. Prečo tu bude niekde žiarovka? Kde je tu? Žiarovka, lampa. Nic tu nie je. To je strašné toto. Ale možno sme to odblokovali. Poďme pozrieť von.
I lifted the trap door and an overpowering smell of stale beer rose from the cellar below. I looked down on a stone-tiled floor, way too far to jump.
Ooh. Oh, no.
Excuse me.
There was a nasty feeling in my guts I usually associated with light opera. It was Khan.
What's the problem?
Did you see what happened here a few minutes ago?
What was that?
A man was involved in an unfortunate accident.
I didn't see anything.
What about the boy?
He doesn't know anything either. The kid, well, you know how it is in these rural communities. Not enough genes to go round.
Oh no!
I prayed McGuire had the sense to keep his mouth shut.
Was the guy hurt bad?
He's been taken care of, but he thinks he dropped a small parcel. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
If I had, I would have taken it to the police.
Of course. Thank you.
Ja som vedel, že to spadlo.
Now I could see. I spotted Mr. Leary's flashlight easily.
Takže čo, predtým sme nemali ruky?
A flash of light. Something sparkling beneath the open trap door.
Gem! Khan.
It was Peagram's gem, all right. A large, uncut blue stone. I guess I was already under its spell.
Did you find it?
What?
Whatever you was looking for.
Yeah. Listen, McGuire. I want you to keep this to yourself.
No problemo. Just chuck us up a crate of lager.
No way. You're not old enough.
We can sell it and make some cash.
Forget it, kid. I couldn't betray Mr. Leary's trust.
I could, for sure. That old misery guts deserves it.
If you want to do me a favor, keep a lookout for that guy in the suit.
Okay. But it'll cost you a packet of chips.
Oh, and shout if you see that Ferrari.
Okay. Ah, here's Billy's going for a marriage. Oh, quick, but okay. I met Khan face to face. He came right at me, asked for an accident, looking for something. Oh yeah, got it. Yeah. Cool. Oh, a máme vodu. Děcka. Raz, dva, tři.
The faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored
Jednu
water.
jsme děli, přesně tak. Okay, kde mám dáno?
I held the towel under the faucet and soaked it with water.
Jedno si o všetky tieto veci, akože seriózne, dobre, tieto malé veci, ale teraz máme dokonca šok so sádrou a mokrý uterák. Seriózne. Zastavme to.
I shut off the faucet as tight as I could, but it kept on dripping.
Dúfam, že to máme vo vrecku. Máme potom, no, okej, zase sme pri moči. Ok, myslím, že asi všetko. Ideme. OK. Opravené, ďakujeme.
Excuse me. Yes, sir?
Yeah, that's it. OK. Ukážeme mu džem? Nie, neukážeme džem.
Look, I gotta be going.
Let's go. Tu zavrieme, nedá sa zavrieť? No, nedá sa tu zavrieť. Prečo to vlastne?
It was impossible to return the switch to its original position.
No okej, to je akože sa nemôžeme sa dostať sa. Hej. Okej. Teraz vylezieme hore. Potrebujeme si sadrový otlačok. Otvoríme tajné dvere. Odtapa ešte stále nerozumiem, ale to je v poriadku. Oh.
The trickle of water was quickly absorbed by the plaster.
Good.
I eased the solid piece of plaster from the sand. Underneath, it had formed a perfect copy of the statue.
Yeah. Lebo tu je jedna statue a to bude tá druhá statue.
The hardened plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud, then silence.
What? What's it? Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Let's do zase budeme, lebo to vyzerá byť zložité. Tieň. Goat. Rýchlo sa dá, áno, špeciálna rýchlo sa dá, veľmi rýchla. Taká archeologická, my používajú takúto rýchlejšiu, vieš. Rád. Farm. Okay. Let's go. Of course. To sme tu prišli. Že to zavriem, my tam zomejeme. Ale máme tuto. Nice. No zase animovanú scénu ide. What? Monte Pulciano. Asi červené víno. Nie. To akože nás... Seriózne? To... Nie. Ale nie. Teraz keď sme tam boli a ideme... No. I wanna go back. Možno aj tak je 7. Takže na dnesko sme nám čas vypršal. Nikto. Zavolaj niekoho. My musíme doriešiť tú vec s tou pani...
There wasn't anyone that I needed to call.
Musíme si pustiť nejakú francúzskú muziku. Nové.
No, I'm not giving up.
Nostalgicky sa pozrieme na žolt.
It was a photograph of my father, the first one I ever took, with the first camera he ever bought me. I had messages waiting to be played.
Oh, messages.
You have 3 messages. Hey, Collar, it's me, your favorite editor. Guess what? I'm gonna give you a second chance. I need somebody to write the TV column.
TV column.
So what's new? If you're interested, drop by the office. In fact, drop by the office anyway. We have to talk.
Okay.
That story of yours I spiked. It won't go away. It makes some dangerous enemies out there.
Hey, Nico, it's your old pal. I mean, your new pal, George. Whoa, Ireland. It's a whole different country. And I got some amazing news for you. Gem of a story, in fact. Oh, gotta go. Yeah, fella here's got a drink lined up for me. See you tomorrow, Nico. Slonsha. Yep, only here for a day and I'm speaking the lingo like a local.
Like a
Lord, this is Imelda Carshon. I wanted to thank you for being so understanding when... Come to lunch, why don't you? Tomorrow. I might have more news. There's a Monsieur Merlon coming to see me this evening. He says he knows why Pierre was murdered. In fact, he'll be here shortly. I shall let you know what he says. Goodbye, dear girl. Till tomorrow.
Merlin? Oh my God. Merlin's the killer.
Oh, yeah.
I better get over there and warn her now. When it came to being two-faced, Imelda was up there with the best. I owed her nothing, but I couldn't just let her die.
Nie som si istý, či tá Imelda ale nie je...
I arrived to find the Palais Royal courtyard deserted. I only hoped that I'd beaten the assassin here. I had to warn Imelda before it was too late.
Okay. Tu asi skončíme. Imelda in danger. George calling from Ireland, drunk. Imelda Cachon. Oh, Merlin. Oh, costume, she's terrible agent. Podľa mňa ona je s ním v kapúc. Oni sú spolčení, ona nechala zavražiť svojho manžela, lebo zistila všetky veci okolo. O nie, možno nie, lebo oni o nej rozprávali v tých podkladoch. Ale kto vie? Okay. Na dneska? Akurát? OK, ale dostali sme sa trošku ďalej, takže som happy. A zase si to. Imelda a Merlin. 40%. Posunuli sme sa. To sme boli... 34. No, to nebolo to až tak zle. Už sú to aliens. Pravdepodobne sú to stopro nejaký Vita. Nejaký jaštero ľudia, ktorí tu chcú ovládnuť svet a predtým sa tu pokúšali samozrejme cez templárov, akože templári, ale naozaj to boli chamtiví bankovníci, ktorí všetko podrili a teraz... OK. Na dnes teda sa s vami učím, bolo veľmi fajn a pokračoval by som aj ďalej, keby som delal veci. Už dneska nejaké rozrobené, ktorým sa musím venovať. Takže vidíme sa zase o týždeň, v útorok, kedy sa dostaneme do polovici tejto hry, ale keďže sa už dostávame do polovice, tak to nevyzerá, že tá hra bude až tak dlho trvať. Ako, ide to pomaly, pretože postavičky sa veľmi pomaly pohybujú a tie dialógy sú relatívne dlhé a trošku, no OK, ale dotvárajú ten pekný príbeh a atmosféru toho miesta, takže som celkom happy. Čo sa mi zatiaľ hre nepáči je to, že ten director's cut je naozaj urobený totálne pre hlúpych. Áno, boli to 100 dolov. A je urobený naozaj pre hlúpych a je to vlastne len puzzlovka s tým, že klikáte na veci a musíte si... Ako relatívne málo je tu pixel art. Nie, že by som ho chcel hľadať, ale podľa mňa to bolo, neviem, vyskúšané jedné veci. Dobre teda, takže dneska sa učíme, možno neviem, či dneska bude ešte možno Blacky neskôr vysielať, potom zajtra. Myslím, že som tam videl niekoho, že chcel. niečo vysiel zajtra, pravdepodobne potom, čo sme skončili Amnesia, Machine for Pigs. Je tam nastavené Layers of Fear 2 zajtra o 7. Tak som zvedavý. No a inak samozrejme môžete si o tom, čo bude prichádzať tento týždeň na tomto našom Twitch kanáli pozrieť aj na www.sci.sk, kde budete vidieť nasledujúce streamy. Takže som ešte keď tam. Ja sa teším na budúce. Dúfam, že aj vy so mnou a že sa uvidíme. A jo, majte pekný deň. Chýba nám. No, veru. Čau.